This video falls under fair use. Fair use allows commentary, criticism, and reactions. What's up, back with another one. Today I'm showing Shannon Sharpe reacting to the Michigan coach firing. Check this clip out.
Show in a stunner, Michigan has fired his head coach Sherrone Moore. According to reports by Dan Weissel and Adam Schefter, Pete Thamel added that the firing will be for cause. Michigan athletic director Wardy Manuel said in a statement that Moore was fired after an internal investigation revealed credible evidence of an inappropriate relationship with a staff member, which is a violation of university policy. Moore took over the full-time job from Jim Harbaugh, who left to go to coach the Chargers in 2024 after the Wolverines won a national championship. Remember, he filled in a couple of games when Harbaugh was suspended. He was the offensive coordinator, and he was the interim head coach, and that's how he parlayed that into the job. Michigan knew about Moore's situation for a while and internally waited after the signing day period to take action, according to Josh Pate. Pate claims insiders have been expecting the job to come open for weeks, and now Michigan has likely already engaged in potential candidates. Ocho, Sherrone Moore, it's alleged, it's being reported that someone was on the staff, elevated to his executive assistant, end up having a relationship with her. If I'm not mistaken, he has a wife. I think he has a couple of kids, 2, 3 kids. We saw a situation with Ime Udoka. We saw a situation with Mel Tucker. It's happened. I think Rick Pitino had a situation like that. I think Bobby Petrino had a situation like that. What are your thoughts, Ocho?
I mean,
then I go to you, Joe.
You got to be careful. You got to be mindful. Obviously, at some point, when you're in positions of power, you almost somewhat feel invincible. Taking advantage and abusing that power, that said power, for those that work with you or part of an entity that you're a part of, and you think you're safe.
Yeah.
Think you're safe. You take all the right steps, you do all the right measures to ensure your safety, and that individual does hoping everything they can to make sure to protect you and what you guys have going on. But for some reason, every time a situation like this does happen where you think nobody could be able to pull back the covers or the layers on what you have going on, it always gets out every time. Because there's so many stories of these type of situations happening. It's sad that it's come to this. Wife, family, embarrassment that they have to deal with. The young lady who's also a part of this, the embarrassment that her and her family are going to have to deal with.
Correct.
And it kind of sucks. It sucks real bad on both ends for both parties that are involved.
Joe?
I don't think there's a way you can feel safe in a situation like this. Like, it's almost like looking over your shoulder every time, you know what I'm saying, you go to work, or I mean, at some point, you know, maybe some guys don't get caught, but more times than not, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, it's a tough situation, bro. You got to have a discipline. You got to lead by example. You know, you lead men, so you want to be an example to them, lead them the right way, and to have this, it's just unfortunate, bro.
I think the thing is that all the situations that you've heard, you never think a situation like this can happen to you, even though you're doing what you've heard about. Nah, this is going to be different. She ain't like that. It ain't going to happen. It ain't going to get out. Don't nobody know but her and I, blah, blah, blah. And I can imagine 6, 7 months ago, I went through something very similar. So I know what that storm is like.
Yes, sir.
And unless you've been in it, that's why when people say, this is what I would do, you don't know what you would do until you in it. Until you in that pressure cooker, until you in the eye of the storm.
Yes, sir.
Until you in Ocho, you and I have had a conversation. So
yes,
I know you know. To be in that storm and to know everybody know everything that you worked your entire life for.
Mhm.
Let me just jump in real quick, because this situation says a lot about decision-making and discipline. When someone signs a major deal and understands the expectations that come with representing a university, choices like this will always bring heavy consequences. Shannon Sharpe is simply pointing out how a moment of misconduct can undo years of hard work and opportunity.
You feel it like it's crumbling right before your eyes.
Gone.
Yeah.
And the only people that's going to be there, it's going to be a select few. It's going to be a select few. That's the hardest part. I mean, everybody, look, it's kind of, look, and I understand the situation, but if you're married and you engage in an inappropriate relationship, why would you do that? You married. And see, everybody always say, well, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Well, if you thought you was going to get caught, if you thought something was going to go wrong, you wouldn't do it.
Right.
The same reason you speed. If you thought you was going to get caught, you think you would speed? No. Unless you're a kleptomaniac, you're not going to steal. You know, klepto just can't help it. But some people don't. You don't shoplift. You don't steal stuff if you think you'll get caught. That's why a lot of people, most robberies happen at when? At night. You got the veil of darkness because I don't want to get caught. I don't want to be seen. The same thing while you creep. Most times, when the creeping take place? At night.
Right.
Boy, a college professor told me, say the night has 1,000 eyes. And on most nights it has 1,002 because somebody sees you.
Oh, yeah. I'm writing that down, boy. That's a good one there, boy. Say the night has 1,000 eyes?
On most nights it has 1,002 because somebody sees you.
Well, I don't know when I'm going to be able to use that in conversation.
And then the other reports that came out that he was arrested and things that, some things escalated.
Hey.
It's undefeated.
What's up? So what are my thoughts about this? Here's the thing. When you look at this entire situation, the real takeaway is how one choice can completely shift the direction of a career that was already set up for long-term success. This coach had a clear path, a secure role, and a deal that was projected to bring in millions over a 4-year stretch, with guarantees that could have reached amounts like $8 or even $12 million. That type of security is extremely rare in the coaching world, yet it can all disappear the moment someone crosses a line they should have avoided from the start. What makes the situation even worse is the fact that he is married, and stepping out in this kind of setting is not only unprofessional, but also extremely messy. It shows a serious lack of awareness, especially when working in an environment where every action can be documented, reviewed, and judged by higher levels of administration. Universities are strict institutions, and when someone engages in an inappropriate relationship with an office worker, especially while representing the school, it puts the entire program at risk and forces the organization to respond quickly and firmly. So when Shannon Sharpe reacts to this, he is simply highlighting the obvious point that this was a preventable situation created by a bad decision. Make sure to drop a comment, smash that like button, and make sure you subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you in the next video.